Hi, hello guys, and welcome back. Today we are doing a Shop My Samples update, and this was difficult. It turns out I never updated my list after I filmed the last video, so I gathered everything here, but it was a struggle there for a minute. So if you are new here, this is a project pan where I'm trying to use up all of my sample sized products. I use 10 at a time. When I finish those out, I roll in new samples. I do have some new storage. The way that I'm storing my samples, I just changed. So I will be showing you guys the new sample storage at the end of this, along with kind of my progress. You can see what my sample collection is looking like right now. And I'm just someone who, I don't really like samples because I never use them. They just live in a drawer. So I'm finally working my way through my sample collection, trying to use them up, and I'm no longer taking samples if I can help it. Like if they show up, it's cool. But as far as like gift with purchases and things like that go, I'm normally turning them down if they have sample size products in there because I don't want them. Does that make sense? Okay. I'm still a little like sniffly. So, alright. Number one, the first item was the Sunday Riley Ice Ceramide cream, right? I was using this as a nighttime moisturizer, and I'm still working on it. In my defense, I did end up getting sick. I was not doing my skincare routine when I was sick because it was just way too much effort. As for the rest of the month, I don't really have an excuse for that. I'm working on it, making progress, but I have not finished this yet. So this one will be going into the next round. I'm very pleased to say though that there's only this one and one other one that I have not finished yet that we're still on like the first product of. So progress. Number two, I started with the First Aid Beauty Fab Pharma Arnica Relief and Rescue Mask. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember this one. I remember using it, but I don't remember like how I felt about it. It just wasn't anything like crazy special. It didn't leave like a lasting impression. So I don't really, like, would I purchase the full size of this? Probably not. There are other masks that I think that they do a lot more for my skin than this one does. So I finished this, but I wouldn't repurchase it again. Okay, so this is where it gets a little confusing because this round is probably one of the most confusing ones that I've done. So I started to bring in a whole bunch of these I Do Care masks. I've got a bunch of like little mini sizes. So I pulled in the Matcha Mood Soothing Green Tea Wash Off Mask, but it's gone bad. So I didn't use it. And I was looking at the expiration date for some of them, and a lot of them expired in May of 2021. So those I pulled out. I'm going to still show them to you guys, but I didn't use them. So I pulled this one out. I had like kind of felt it and realized that the texture was a little bit off. Checked the expiration date, realized that it was bad. So then I kind of put that to the side. And then I brought in the My Skinny Mask Australia. This is the turmeric and vitamin C clay mask. This one, it's still full. I did use this. I used it once, and oh my god, it burned my skin so badly that literally I had it on for maybe 2 minutes and I was like, I need to take this off. I need to take this off right now. And then I just didn't put anything else on my skin because I was like, I don't want to upset it. Like, this burned so bad. It smells really gross too. I don't know if this is bad. This doesn't have an expiration date on it, and I'm pretty sure I got this in like a semi-recent Ipsy, but no, I would not purchase this in the full size. I can't even finish the sample of it, so absolutely not. So I tried that, and then I was like, no to this. Then I pulled in the I Do Care Hang Tight Tightening Tea Tree Clay Mask. This one I did use most of, but again, texture was kind of off. I actually think this is the one when I started looking at the expiration date and I was like, oh, well. But I do like the I Do Care masks. I really do. I've used a lot of them over the years, and I have several in the full sizes. Obviously just not expired. But I kind of went through my sample collection at that point, and I pulled in all of the other ones that are expired. So this one is the I Do Care Take It Easy, the Calming Calamine Clay Mask. This is... okay. And then I pulled in the Ginger Aide Energizing Ginger Clay Mask. This is another one that I used some of it, right? But it just wasn't working right. so I didn't finish it. And then the Disco Kitten Illuminating Diamond Peel Off Mask. This one I did finish off. This one had, I think, the longest like it was the closest to the expiration date. And this is one that I have in the full size. It's a nice mask, and this one still worked, so that's good. And then I pulled in the Cake My Day Hydrating Sprinkle Wash Off Mask. This one I do have in the full size, so I know how it's supposed to be, and it's not good. So all of those, they're gonna go. I would repurchase most of them, just not, you know. So I ended up bringing in the Georgette Klinger Collagen and Elastin Mask. This one I have not used yet. This is the one that I'll be taking into the next round. It took me a while to kind of figure out what was going on with all those masks and getting all of that together. So this one will be going into the next round, and we're just kind of starting from there. For number 3, I had started with the Glossier Priming Moisturizer Rich. I love this. I'm not normally a fan of priming moisturizers, but for whatever reason I really enjoy this one. It just feels so nice on the skin. So I used this up. I would purchase this in the full size. I think I've used up a full size of this too, actually. It's a really good one. I used that, and then I'm really going to, what's the term for it? I'm gonna call myself out here. Because a lot of these samples have been in my drawer for a very long time, and that's literally why I'm doing this project pan, because they've just been sitting there. But that does mean, because they've been sitting there for so long without being used, that does mean some of them have gone bad. So as we get deeper and deeper into the delves of the project, there are going to be more that I'm just not going to use because I'm not comfortable with it. This is one of them. This is the Vegan Milk Moisturizer. I'm really sad about this one because I really wanted to use it. And I pulled it out, and as soon as I looked at it, I could just tell, like, the texture is not, that is not a moisturizer texture. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to use this, which again makes me sad because I really wanted to know what I thought about this. But this is why you can't let stuff sit there. And that's a really big eye-opener because so much of this stuff, I don't even want to talk about how old some of this stuff is. Some of these samples, unfortunately, are just at a point of no return. And lesson learned, you know? Some of these are just so old because I've been collecting samples for so long. As, you know, I've purchased things and gotten subscription boxes and things like that. And I was using them for a while there, and then at some point I just started like tossing them all into a drawer because there were just so many of them. And then they just kind of like lived there for a few years. Okay. Some of these are newer. When I realized that that one wasn't going to work out, I pulled in the Tatcha water cream. I have a few of these. I love this. And I had used the Tatcha dewy cream and the Tatcha water cream to try to figure out which one I liked better. And honestly, I don't know. I think I really like both of them, and I feel like in the future I would be open to purchasing either one in the full size, really. I used up one of the water creams, and then I pulled in my other Tatcha water cream because I had 2 of them. I used this one up. So both of those are gone. And then I pulled in what I think this is my last dewy skin cream. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is my last one. And this is about how much I've used of it thus far. So this one will be going into the next round, but honestly, I like these creams a lot. I always see people online who like kind of discussing which ones they like more, and I really do like both of them. This one is more like, it's almost a little thicker, it's more replenishing. The other one's more hydrating, but I like both of them, and I feel like I'd purchase both of them in the full size. So this is going into the next round. For number 4, I had started with the Derma-E Advanced Peptides and Collagen Serum. This was half of a fluid ounce. There was a decent amount of serum in this, and I used this in the daytime. It was a good daytime serum. I liked it. Would I repurchase it? I don't know. I don't like the packaging of this because it comes out like this, and I think for serums I prefer like the dropper packaging. It was a good serum though, so maybe. And I know Derma-E is like a little bit more affordable than a lot of the other brands, so I could see it. I did enjoy the serum. When I finished that off, I pulled in a little mini of the Drunk Elephant C Firma Day Serum. This is actually the full-size vitamin C serum that I'm using right now. When I don't have like a little sample, I'm using the full size, so yes, I'd purchase it in the full size. This is one of my favorite vitamin C serums. It is expensive. I have looked into repurchasing it because I had originally gotten this in that Drunk Elephant trunk. And I have looked into repurchasing it. I don't think I'm going to, but it's a really good serum. It's one of my favorite vitamin C serums. I feel like if I can find it on a good sale, because Drunk Elephant doesn't do the best sales. If I can find it on a good sale, I'd snap it up in a heartbeat because I love it. But it is vitamin C, so it goes bad pretty quickly. I like it though. It's a really good one. So I finished that off, and then I brought in, this is so gross, but I don't know how to make it look nice. This is a mini 1 ounce Flamingo foaming shave gel. I think this came, I don't remember where this came, some kind of set from FabFitFun or something like that, but it actually worked out perfectly because a lot of the shave creams that I have right now, and most of the ones that you can buy at the drugstore, are non-cruelty free, and that is like the one thing that I don't have a cruelty-free version of. So I'm trying, I've talked about this before, but I picked up a couple of different shave creams from different places to test them out to see if I can find a good one that's cruelty-free, so that eventually when I do use up the rest of my non-cruelty-free shave creams, I have something that I can kind of bring in and use instead. And so I've used this a couple times. I'm not done with it yet. This one is going into the next round, but so far I like this one, and I could definitely see this being like a viable option for in the future. Eventually, when I do eventually need the cruelty-free shave creams again, but I've liked this one so far. So going into the next round. For number 5, I started with the Oribe, oh god, the dry texturizing spray. I love this brand. I can never pronounce the name. This is one of my favorite sprays. Like, hands down, this is one of my favorite hair styling products ever. It gives you such good volume, tousle kind of texture. It is so nice. It is insanely expensive though. Insanely expensive. That's my only issue with this, is it's so expensive. But it is such a good product. 100% I'd buy it again in the future. I've had several full sizes of this. I think I actually have a full size of this right now, but yes, I'd buy it in the future because it's a great one. I finished that off, and I brought in the Gold Lust dry shampoo from the same brand. This is still going. I think it's about a third of the way full, so I'm taking this into the next round with me. For number 6, this is the Derma-E Hydrating Eye Cream. This is the full size that for whatever reason I didn't realize was the full size until I actually looked at it. So I'm still working on this. Okay, this will be going into the next round. Okay, so for number 7, we're on 7 I think. I had originally started this round with the Sunday Riley CEO Glow Vitamin C and Turmeric Face Oil. Love this. Love this. This was a half of an ounce. 100% I'd buy this in the full size. This is a really great vitamin C face oil, and I love using this in the mornings before I do my makeup. It's fabulous. It makes my skin feel really nice, and I really do think that the vitamin C in this works. Makes your skin brighter, a little bit more radiant. One of my favorite face oils. Yes, I'd buy the full size. Once I finished that off, I pulled in this little Sugar Rush Cake Butter Whipped Body Butter. I've used this, not at all. Still has the seal on it. So this will be going into the next round with me, and we'll see how that goes. I tried to stick to like products. So like if I used up a moisturizer, I brought in a moisturizer. That kind of got away with me towards the end here. Like that cute little theme I had going, kind of gone, but I mean a little, well. For number 8, I had started with the Herbivore Rose Hibiscus Coconut Water Hydrating Face Mist. This was nice. I liked it. I probably wouldn't purchase the full size because I know that there are other face mists out there that I like a little bit more, but this was a good one. It was fine. And then once I finished that off, I brought in this little Grace and Stella Rose Spray Hydrating Facial Spray, and I've used about half of this already. This is a really tiny one, so this is going into the next round with me. For number 9, I had started with the Noughty Intensive Care Leave-In Conditioner for frizzy and damaged hair. I just finished this yesterday. I don't love it. It didn't do much for my hair. I mean, it makes really nice claims, but I really don't feel like it did a whole lot. And it wasn't anything bad. I just don't feel like it did much of anything. So I wouldn't repurchase this in the full size. But I didn't hate using it. It just didn't, it seemed like a waste. You know what I mean? When I finished that off, which again was yesterday, so today I picked out this to bring in. This is the Ritual of Sakura, the Sensational Foaming Shower Gel in Organic Rice Milk and Cherry Blossom. I love these. I've used these all the time when I was younger. Oh, they're so good, but they go so fast because it foams up, so it comes out like really fast. Whatever, this is going to be the next round with me. I love these. I'm so excited about that. And then for number 10, I had started with the Drunk Elephant B-Hydra Intensive Hydration Serum. I was using this at nighttime. This one is pretty good. I like the vitamin C one better, but they obviously both have their place, and I did enjoy this. I have this in the full size, but I would purchase it in the full size too. And then I finished that off and I brought in the Grace and Stella Hyaluronic Acid Serum. This one I just got in an Ipsy actually. Like really recently. I don't know how much is in here though, because it's so dark. I want to say there's like a third, it's like a third to a half of it left. So this one will also be going into the next round. Okay, so that's a grand total of 12 empties used up, and then 7 minis that have gone bad. So 12 minis used up, 7 that have gone bad. For a grand total of 19 products removed from the collection. Okay, that makes sense. I'm going to show you guys my new storage really quick. So I had them all in a drawer, and then I decided to move them out of the drawer. So now I have them all in these little containers. There's 2 of them. There's 2 containers. They're just these containers, and they've got like these lids and everything. So I have them kind of separated. In this one is makeup, perfume, and hair care. So that's going to be fun considering how long it's taken me to get through the other one, and like makeup and perfume and hair care lasts longer. It's gonna be fun. And then this is the one that I'm currently pulling out of. So this has all of the skincare and body care samples in it. So this is how much I have left of skincare and body care samples. And then the other one, like I've used up a couple of hair care samples, but that's the, figured we'd save makeup for last because it's the fun stuff. Although I'll be honest with you, I'm really concerned because some of the makeup is like liquid lipsticks and stuff, and it's going to be interesting to see how much of it is still good because I've had some of those makeup samples for a very long time. But we're going to try to use up the rest of the skincare first. So this is what we're focusing on right now, and then once this bin is empty, I'm going to move on to the second bin, which in my personal opinion is the fun bin. So hopefully it gets more exciting. Okay. So that is my update for today. Thank you guys so much for joining me here today. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys have been using sample wise. Have you been focusing on anything specific? Let me know down below. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. If you enjoyed it, make sure you hit the bigger subscribe button below me. If you'd like to see more of me, I will catch you guys next time. Have a great one.